Okay, thank you, Raghav. Thank
Yes.
you. Good evening and welcome to all. मी प्रेसिडेंट रोटरीयन अपर्णा मरावर रोटरी क्लब ऑफ नाशिक स्मार्ट सिटी कडून सगळ्यांचे हार्दिक स्वागत करते. आजच्या आपल्या सेलिब्रिटी आयकॉन शिवानी गोहिल मॅम, रोटरीचे उपस्थित मान्यवर, रोटरी सदस्य, रोटरी फॅमिली मेंबर्स, फ्रेंड्स अँड रोटरॅक मेंबर सगळ्यांचे रोटरी क्लब ऑफ नाशिक स्मार्ट सिटी कडून हार्दिक स्वागत करते. सांगण्यास आनंद होतो आहे की आतापर्यंत जवळपास 70 ते 80 प्रोजेक्ट्स झाले. प्रत्येक महिन्यात रोटरीचे महत्त्व सांगणारा एकतरी वेबिनार आवर्जून घेण्यात आला आणि त्यावर रोटरी तज्ज्ञांचे मार्गदर्शनही घेण्यात आले. अनेक मेंबरला रोटरीबद्दल छान माहिती मिळाली आणि रोटरीचे महत्त्वही कळले. अतिशय छान फीडबॅक आले. कधी दुसऱ्या डिस्ट्रिक्टमधील डिस्ट्रिक्ट गव्हर्नरच्या मुलाखती तर कधी रोटरी मंथ प्रमाणे तज्ज्ञांच्या मार्गदर्शनवर कार्यक्रम झाले. पॅन्डेमिक सिच्युएशनमुळे खरं तर झूमची ऑपॉर्च्युनिटी आम्हाला ग्रॅब करता आली आणि आतापर्यंत आम्ही अनेक नवनवीन कार्यक्रम घेत खऱ्या अर्थाने रोटरी ओपन्स ऑपॉर्च्युनिटी म्हणत एन्जॉय करत आलो. विमेन्स डेच्या इव्हिनिंगला फर्स्ट लेडी अँड DGND यांच्यासोबत संवाद साधता आला. उत्तम मार्गदर्शन तर मिळालेच, पण रोटरी सदस्य आणि मान्यवर यांच्यामधील नात्याची वीण आणखी घट्ट होत गेली. कार्यक्रम उत्तरोत्तर बहरत गेला. जागतिक महिला दिनाच्या दिवशी 8 मार्चला गिर्यारोहक आई आणि स्ट्रीट डॉग शेल्टर यांना स्वतः काढलेले पेंटिंग सेल करून मिळालेली रक्कम डोनेट करणारी मुलगी असे एकाच व्यासपीठावर आई आणि मुलगी एकत्र आनंदाचे क्षण साजरे करताना रोटरी मेंबरला थरारक अनुभवांसोबत प्रेरणा पण घेता आली. अतिशय सुंदर असा कार्यक्रम झाला. आलेल्या अडचणींवर, निर्माण झालेल्या परिस्थितीवर मात करत मार्ग काढणे हेच रोटरीचे ब्रीद आहे. डिस्ट्रिक्ट 3030 मध्ये प्रथमच रायला घेतला. युवकांना अनेक मान्यवरांकडून मार्गदर्शन मिळाले. रोटरॅक क्लब ऑफ नाशिक स्मार्ट सिटीने पण अनेक सुंदर सुंदर कार्यक्रम घेतले. पेट सायकोलॉजी वेबिनार, स्ट्रीट वेबिनार, फराळ डिस्ट्रीब्युशन, फ्रेंडशिप डे, स्टेशनरी डिस्ट्रीब्युशन, आत्महत्याग्रस्त शेतकऱ्यांच्या मुलामुलींसाठी क्लोथ डिस्ट्रीब्युशन, आधार तीर्थाश्रम, ब्लाइंड डेट विथ अतिशय उत्तम एकापेक्षा एक सुंदर, उपयुक्त आणि इनोव्हेटिव्ह कार्यक्रम रोटरॅक क्लब ऑफ नाशिक स्मार्ट सिटीने घेतले. त्यांचे अभिनंदन, कौतुक आणि खूप शुभेच्छा. अनेक जण करिअरमधील विकास अथवा विकास म्हणजे आपल्या पर्सनॅलिटी डेव्हलपमेंट सोबत त्याचा संबंध लावतात. पण पर्सनॅलिटी डेव्हलपमेंट म्हणजे पर्सनल ब्रँडिंग आहे का? दोघांमध्ये काय फरक आहे? पर्सनल ब्रँडिंग म्हणजे पर्सनॅलिटी, पर्सनल डेव्हलपमेंट आहे का? सेल्फ मोटिवेशन आहे का? किंवा आपल्यामध्ये काय बेस्ट आहे हे शोधण्याचा मार्ग आहे का? आपणच ते स्वतः शोधू शकतो का? असे अनेक प्रश्न मनात निर्माण झाले असणार. त्या शंकांचे निरसन करायला आज आपल्याकडे आले आहेत आजच्या आपल्या मान्यवर स्पीकर शिवानी गोहिल मॅम. मी रोटरॅक सेक्रेटरी राघव पगार यांना विनंती करते की त्यांनी शिवानी मॅमचा परिचय करून द्यावा. मी पुन्हा एकदा सगळ्यांचे रोटरी क्लब ऑफ नाशिक स्मार्ट सिटी कडून हार्दिक स्वागत करते आणि कार्यक्रमाची पुढील राघव पगारकडे देते. धन्यवाद. ओव्हर टू रोटरॅक सेक्रेटरी राघव पगार.
Thank you, ma'am. Hello, everyone present here. This is Rotractor Secretary Raghav Pagar of Rotrac Club of Nashik Smart City. It gives me immense pleasure to introduce our guest speaker today, Ms. Shivani Gohil. She is an industry thought leader, expert speaker, and coach in personal branding and image management. Shivani ma'am has completed over 96 workshops till date, in which she has addressed more than 22,000 people. Apart from all of this, ma'am has also featured in podcasts, radio shows, blog posts, etc. Ms. Shivani ma'am also has her own YouTube channel named as Shivani Personal Branding. Ma'am is also the youngest author in India. She also holds the record of avid marathoner in the India Book of Records 2020. She received this honor for her first published book called The Roots Brand and Image. Ma'am has also given various talk shows at IAS, that is Indian Administrative Service, Northern Maharashtra University, etc. There is a lot to cover about ma'am's introduction. How much ever I say, it's less for her introduction, taking into the consideration her accomplishments. But due to time constraints, I would first like to show a video, and then I shall hand over to ma'am. I hope my screen is visible right now.
Yes, it is.
Okay. I'm pretty sure everybody is excited to meet Miss Shivani Gohil, ma'am. Over to you, ma'am. Thank you.
मला वाटतं एकदा सगळ्यांना आधी म्यूट करावं आणि परत अनम्यूट करावं. एक
Okay.
मिनिट, मी थोडं सेटिंग चेंज करते.
Yes.
राघव, तू अनम्यूट कर स्वतःला.
Yes, ma'am.
ओके, थँक्यू. शिवानी, ओके. अनम्यूट झालाय शिवानीचा?
Yes.
शिवानी मॅम,
Ma'am.
प्लीज अनम्यूट करा तुम्ही स्वतःला. Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Please continue.
Thank you, Raghav, for handing me over the session. So here we start. From when people tell you you are too young to do anything, what you will say? Let me tell you. The people over you and around you cannot define your age or what you can do at any of your age. You are free to do anything. So let me tell you, everyone from young ones to adults, there is no age to develop your personal brand. It is about you who can make your personal brand and value it to the outside world. This is Shivani Gohil, 24-year-old, author of the book Roots Brand and Image, holder of India Book of Records, 4 national award awarded in the year 2019, personal branding coach and speaker, and the list continues. Well, I thank Rotary Club and I'm pleased to meet all the Nasik people from Mumbai here, and I'm very happy to be on this session. So let's continue something over the personal branding. Well, the personal branding concept is not something that can be finished over time, but I have decided today to share some of the points that can overview for the travel of the concept of personal branding. So here it is. No matter where we are, we all live in the same society. Just the difference is how unique we present ourselves, and that's where we make the difference in the life of us and in the life of viewers and people around us. So, here's what personal brand is. Personal brand is showing your uniqueness than from general public. General public is something that are cope up with, and they are making their lives with living the general life that they are living. But have you ever thought about the brands? Let me tell you, if I would ask one question to you, that what are brands? Let me tell you, I'm pretty sure that every mind of the listener strikes to the brands that are available in the market. The brands that may be Apple, Domino, whatnot, Sonata, Rado, and the list continues. But have you ever thought that they are the brands that are existed in the market, but the brand that you carry is your own? What is the use of that market brands? You are in the race to own them and show it off to others? Well, have you thought that the uniqueness that you can create for yourself and the outside public can make you unique from others? And that is what is going to make you brand. I hope you are going to enjoy this session. If you have a keen ear on the whole of the session, I request you, if it is possible, please have notes of the session. I'm pretty sure you will enjoy it. Just be with me. Let's continue to next of the video. What is personal brand? Personal brand is turning ordinary into extraordinary. Yeah, the journey from ordinary to extraordinary is going to make you brand. Let me tell you, the real brands, when I talk about personality development plays a huge difference than what personal brand is. Personality development, as asked in the question, that it is the development of self, whereas there is huge difference in what development is and what branding is. Just imagine the market brands that are available, as we have discussed: Apple, Sonata, Rado, Prestige, and whatnot. They are the product brands. But what about you? You are in the race to show off to the others that the grab, whatever you are in the race to grab that brands, but that is not the brand. The real value insists and resists in you, yourself. If you know and if you consider yourself as a person of high quality, let me tell you, you cannot have an opportunity behind you that lacks you in the race of today's environment. If you brand yourself, then you can be unique, and that is going to be ahead and apart from let you from the general public. So it is about turning a person or turning self from ordinary to the extraordinary. This is the huge difference that general public and the unique person can possess. Well, let me tell you, if we go in deep, much more deep about branding, let me tell you, from waking up in the morning till going to the bed in the night, every action you do is what tells about you. Every action is noticed with the people, the negotiations that you deal with. Every action that you take or react to it is known with your brand, and that is what is you. You are the most important brand to tell the story about you. Well, let me tell you. Well, no matter what, as I said, where you are, you have to define yourself. It is all about what you can possess in yourself. It is an ongoing process, I said, that personality is about you, the branding is about you, and the journey that you can have and you can lead and you can lead in every phase of your life can tell you about your self brand. So it is about the most important brand to tell the story about you. If you can know what you can make yourself or present yourself to the mob, you can have the story that public wants to hear about you. Personal branding tells about you when you are, let's have an example, when you have a group of friends discussing over in a room, but after when you left that room, what people speak about you is your brand. I hope it can be a simplest sentence that can be defined in the personal branding. Well, let's talk about what it involves or what it takes to the personal brand. As we have heard or and I have shared about what it can be and what it provides to brand yourself, there are three important involvements. Well, I miss my live session much more than this online sessions because the activities that I go through and I attend with that session with the people are something that are more experiencing. But this three question can make you live and try this out to brand yourself at homes. Well, these three questions are who you are, how you want others to perceive you, and how others perceive you are. Who you are, when I ask you about who you are, it is not about your name or what you do. It is about your daily routine, what values you're providing to the people outside, what people are thinking about you. What are the qualities? What are the reactions that you give? What are the statements that you provide as your personal statement? It is about who you are. All are included in this question. It can be about you are smart, your attitude is good, you are intelligent, or whatnot. Everything that you possess is included in the question who you are. It is much more than your name. Turning to the second question is how you want others to perceive you. Well, एक बात कहना चाहूंगी. How you want others to perceive you. Many people, I think almost everyone in the life have might have done this. Standing in front of mirror and telling, "Kash main Aishwarya Rai ki tarah dikhti. Kash I would have some elegance of some actor, or I wish I could have worked like Deepika Padukone or Amir Khan," or the list continues. But is it worth thinking it? Of course not. Let me tell you, you are much different than the other people. You want to look like other people, or you want to possess that qualities like other people, because they have made their brand, the world is knowing them. It is not about the people around you, your friends or your relatives. It is about making your recognition to the outside world, where people want to know you, people want to be with you, people want to lead with you, and people want to connect with you. It is about what you want to show others. That is how you want people should perceive you. But the thing is, people perceive you in a different way. So that difference is being captured in your personal branding. So let me tell you about the big difference. If you have noticed, it's well and good, but let me tell you. The difference between second and third question is something that आप क्या चाहते हैं कि लोग आपको कैसे देखें, लेकिन लोग आपको कैसे जानते हैं और देखते हैं. This is what the second and third question is about. That difference, if you are going to make a come together, that can make you a brand, well, I would suggest and request you all. I know the age groups of people attending this session might be from 20 years to 70 years, but this session I have emphasized to be applicable to every age group. I request you, whatever job, whatever profession, or whether you are searching for your career, whether you are youth, whether you are entrepreneur, businessman, or women, even a house woman who stays in her looks after her family. That's the great job she is doing. And it is the brand for herself. Every person has a different brand. So, how you can make over it, how you can tell your qualities to the other world is what is going to make you perfect. So, let's move to the next slide. Well, when I talk about the benefits, when I talk about the involvements, when you start working over that involvement, you will notice the benefits of personal brand. As you work and make furnish about yourself, you will lead more, you will win more, and you will earn more. You lead more because people know you, who you are. So people know you authentically. They follow you enthusiastically, and they tell more people to follow you. When you lead more in this way, when people follow you, you will lead more. You lead more, you win more. Well, our every person's life deals with negotiations of day to day. Every person has situations where he has to tackle with that situation and react over it. So how you deal with that negotiation, it is very much more important. So how you deal with negotiation, the personal branding trait tells that if you deal with that negotiations, you should remember that you should deal it confidently and not with fear. Because when you are at home, when you are outside, when you are working, when you are at your workplace or at marketplace, everyone directly or indirectly talks about you, views you. So it is very important, whatever your situation is coming through or whatever you are going through, you should deal with that situation or the negotiations or the problems with confidently, because your body language tells about how you are dealing with it. And that's where the people who are viewing you gives that point out to know what that person actually is, whether he's dealing with that negotiations confidently, whether he's dealing with fearlessly, and that is what is going to define your brand. So when you lead more, you win more, and when you win more, you earn more. Let me tell you, when you lead and win, automatically, this is all because if you possess your strong personal brand, you can earn more. Well, again, let's have one of the examples. If there are many sets of employees or engineers working together, let me tell you, the one engineer who will be paid more or who will be given value more is the one who can give you unique sets of values, or who is having the personality that is impressive, that person is more likely to be attracted towards the boss, or the boss gives much of the thing because he is having strong personal brand. He is able to do this. When you lead more, you win more, and when you win more, you earn more. If you have strong personal brand, believe me, your salary or your length or wave in the position in the industry or office, wherever, whatever your career or working is, you earn 15 to 25% more if you think and have your strong personal brand. Let's turn out to the next slide. Well, how you can build your personal brand. If you want to have your increment with the 20 to 25% more with a strong personal brand, how you can do it, how you can build your self brand, how you can build your brand that can give you results. Well, be self aware. The second is tell your own story with your life, deepen your relationships. Well, be self aware. If I talk about self aware and give you the other word, that is self awareness, in many of my events, when I ask people what is the difference between self aware and self awareness, well, the people cannot tell the difference. But I don't know whether you have been struck to the difference. I would let you know what is the difference between self aware and self awareness. Let me tell you. Please be focused. Self aware is something about your own. As we are talking today about personal branding, it is about your own. So be self aware about your own traits. And where the difference arrives is self awareness. Self awareness is something that relates to the mob, that relates to the large public. So there's what the difference is. Being self aware is about you, how you want to win, how you want to progress. So you make yourself self aware with the situations because you want to do something, you want to achieve something. While in self awareness, it is about the thing that is related to every person, group, mob, or something. That traits are applicable to the group of person. So, as we are talking about personal brand, it is about your self aware, how self aware you are for yourself. Well, coming to the second, tell your story with your life. As I told, every person at every age has something that he have come in. He has some achievements, he has some stories, he has some things that can be learned from, and many more things. He have something to tell. Every person has different story. It is well said, if you have listened to, uh, you have, if you have the blank book, it is upon you that how you can feel it, how you can give color to that blank book. It is about same relates to tell your story with your life. But you have to remember this: if you are telling your story, be real and not real. Don't show off that what you don't have, but be what you have. Personal brand is about you, what actual inner traits you are having, and what you can bring that inner traits to the outside world. That is the real thing that you will share. Well, it is not about sharing that, going to people and telling that, my story is this, and you can think about this. No, it is not. If you have strong personal brand, you are self-aware, you are working for it, people will look about it because people are viewing you directly or indirectly. So they are going to get about your story. Well, coming to the next, while being real, deepen your relationship. Your relationships deepen, but with which type of people? You cannot go to every person telling your story. It must be to the right and appropriate person. So whether you are working, non-working, whether you are in search of your career, jobs, or whatever it can be, if you have to present a unique set of rules, deepen your relationship in the market you want to own so that you can build your personal brand in the right way. Coming to next, well, dealing with everything that is benefits, involvement, and the steps to build personal brand, you must remember that you should develop your personality, you should develop yourself like a magnet. Make your identity attract like a magnet. So it is not about personality development again. If you might, many of the people might be thinking while listening it, yeah, personality development also, if you we can make overcome with the personality, strong personality development, we can magnetize our characteristics. No, it is not about you. It is about the sets of values you are providing, the services you are providing, the leadership qualities, the business if you are working at, what you are providing, all the things, so that people will come to you and automatically your win, your earn will increase. That is what your personal brand is. So make your identity attract like a magnet. Magnetize your qualities, magnetize your characteristics, magnetize your authenticity, magnetize your self-awareness for what people around you need. So work upon that. Here we comes to the next. Well, as I deal with brand and image, one thing I would also talk here is first impression. Many people tell, or many youths we have seen the problem with, कि अगर कोई interviews में चला गया तो वो बोलेगा यार I cannot make my first impression, or यार मेरा first impression अच्छा नहीं था, or whatever it can be. Why this is happening? This is because you are giving or neglecting some of the points, or you are making your confidence lose or tackle with something that is, or many other output things can make your first impression tilt with 1 or 2 seconds. But that 1 or 2 seconds are very important to make your image strong in the lives and the hearts of people. And that is what is going to make you high level in the brand and make skyrocket travel for yourself, and you can lead more. So remember, always dress how you want to be addressed. I I'm likely to tell you one more thing that every person should remember. Uh, if you wouldn't have known, let me tell you the image. You know, the first impression, what people can make is within 3 seconds. Within 3 seconds, your first impression or your first view is created in the mind of viewer. So that 3 seconds is very important in every person's life. So always remember, whenever you meet someone new or whenever you are appearing to the people, your 3 seconds are very important. So whether you don't communicate physically, but your appearance can talk there. So 3 seconds, always remember, can win your life. So coming to the next. Well, as I told you, brands are not the outside brands that you want to wear or you want to buy. Brands are not logos, corporate identities. Brands are not marketing, advertising. Real brand is with you. One simple thing, yes, I agree that market brands are there. They are the brands. But have you ever thought that the who is behind the product? Yes, the person himself. So when some product is giving a boom in the market, if I talk about brushing, what brand we can strike to our mind? Colgate? Yes, might be some other toothpaste, also brand toothpaste. But yes, but who is behind that product is also much important in today's world to know. Who is behind Facebook? Mark Zuckerberg. Yes, that is very important to know. The person behind Facebook and the Facebook, both brands are very important and they have emphasized on both. It is not about the brands that you want to wear, it is about you. So always remember, you are first and the products are second. Well, now, as I told many things about branding, now the thing or the question you might have strike to your mind. So how we can recognize our brand? Every common brand that person can perceive and work upon are here. Brand is your confidence, brand is your passion, brand is your belonging, brand is your action, brand is your security, brand is your unique sets of value that you are presenting to the people and the people's mind and the outside world. Brand is your faith. Let us discuss with one of the scenario which can give overlook to every profession and every person, whoever it can be. So when you come or take some of the situation, how you deal with it is very important. When you face something, you should be confident enough. That is confidence. When your confidence is great, you work with passion. In today's world, when there is lot of competition, youth should remember that if you focus on your passion and work accordingly and work on your strong personal brand, how you can create, believe me, you don't have to put yourself into that competition. You can be a unique for self and the outside world. When I started working in personal branding, let me tell you, it was me alone who was searching for what I can do unique. So personal branding concept is not in India. One year, 2018, whole of the year, I researched over net that what I can do to make my identity so that people will know me, so that I can present a unique concept, so that that uniqueness can make me Shivani Gohil, brand Shivani Gohil, is something that I came through one day, the personal branding concept. The concept of personal branding is foreign concept. Indians just don't know about how they can deal with it. Branding, the foreign people, why they are leading so much. The branding concept is something that बहुत पहले से उन्हें पता है कि ये ब्रांडिंग है और उन्हें ये करना है, लेकिन ये ब्रांडिंग इंडियंस को नहीं पता था. Why? They are just in the race to earn, they are just in the race to make themselves stable, they are just in the race to gain salaries and all. Why don't you think to do something unique? And there is a lot of competition, but many engineers are there, many doctors are there. But the good thing can be, if you want to have that traditional career life, you can be, if there are 10 engineers or 10 doctors or whatever your profession is, you can think over what you can do uniquely, what you can give unique to the world among that, so that people will come towards you and people will think that you are the right quality person or high quality person to come and take that service from you. That is the one thing. The second thing you can emphasize is, I will tell you, just don't go in the bhed chal. If you have listened to my video, I have shared to the ma'am, I don't know, but if you haven't, please visit my YouTube channel. You can have ample of videos that tells that please choose something that is apart from mob, because though the path is not easy, but you can lead as you will work on it. Have patience and work thoroughly with confidence. So, when you work with confidence, you believe and you generate a passion. When your passion is generated, automatically your belongings become strong and you take action for it. And when people will know you, when you will work for what you want to do, your action will work and you will think of securities, because that time when you are developing yourself, the competition, the people are watching you, the markets want to collaborate with you, the people want to connect with you. So what securities you can think for yourself, what unique sets of value you can present to your people around you, what you can make, so that if there are 10 engineers or 10 doctors or 10 teachers, what unique sets of value you will present to that people, so that people will approach to you. That is what is going to make you brand. So all this thing, when we talk about, deepens your relationships also. So that is what is called faith. Even a house working women, or the women who is looking after her family, is also creating her brand directly or indirectly. What she is doing, she is not just sitting at home, she is generating faith for the people, for the loved ones into the family, her friends, her relatives. That is her own brand. That is what is known for she. Yeah, coming to the next. So whatever I told you today, it is about the whole of the perspective I have covered, or I have tried to cover in the personal branding in this session. Let me tell you or ask you, what about you? If I have told you how the branding is important, how you can work over it, what about you? You need to remember, tell your story, live into your story, and deepen your relationships. When you work on it, I would tell you, you can become a brand for self and the outside world you are watching and people are watching you, always remember that your action speaks, your impression speaks, your inner strength, your inner trait speaks. Please bring that outward to the outside world. One more thing I would like to tell all the people who are the viewers and listeners, that when you talk, and if you are not able to decide what actually the traits or values you want to work so that you can develop your personal brand, the true solution givers are around you. Ask your friends, ask your family what unique sets of values or what qualities, what authenticity they are watching in you. But remember, please approach to the person who can give you right suggestions. Well, that is more important. So the people who will give you right suggestions will tell you what the things that are liking in you for them, so that you can work for it and apply for self and your career life. That in today's world, that is what is going to be important for you. So in today's session, whatever you have heard or you haven't, let me tell you, it is just about summing up. It is about knowing that what you can make yourself as. It is about, if you have listened to something that I said or you haven't, here's what you have to remember. If you have strong personal brand, you can lead more, you can win more, and you can earn more. So how you can do it? Tell your story, live into your story, and deepen your relationship. And that is what is going to make you brand. Well, with this, let me take you to the next slide. No brand belongs to you. You are your own brand. As I said, people are in the race to grab the market brands. Yes, it is super fair. Well, everyone should wear that brands. Everyone's wish should come true. But they are for your own utility. So that brands doesn't belongs to you. They are your essentials. What the brand belongs to is you own, you yourself. You are self-made, so recognize that. Make your brand for that. One more thing I would like to tell you, if you have been connected over my all the social media platforms, this was the overview of the session in the branding, because many people might not was not knowing about branding and what is personality development, but there is huge difference between personality development and branding, personal branding. So for more, you can ping me on all the social media platforms. I am there on YouTube. If you cannot connect or contact over me, I'm there on Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, any platform. I'm open to all. You can just ping me over there and we can discuss about your opportunities, how you can develop your brand and everything. Well, this is my book. I would like to share with you all, Roots, Brand and Image, for which this book was awarded in 2 months. Within 2 months, this book was awarded for India Book of Records, and I was recognized as National Award winner, youngest in India in the field of personal branding. This book has again won the international award for women's in branding, and afterward the list did end here and it continues. Still this book have been read to many of the people and people are connecting. It is just 1 year to this book, and within 2 months I have made this journey a good one for me, and a lot is there to have and put up and add up to my personal brand. So you can connect to over all the platforms so that we can connect. You can also mail me at shivanibrandconsultant@gmail.com. You can Google the details about me. Again, for this, after this session, I would urge you for the 27th March session, that is for how you can be creative and how you can survive over the pandemic. Whether you are working, whether you are non-working, बहुत लोगों के business चले गए हैं, बहुत लोगों के jobs चले गए हैं. Youths are thinking what they can do. Many colleges are not working, so how they can fill up with how they can make their brand, how they can search their uniqueness. There is session over on 27th. What you have to do, if you have to register for this session, you can WhatsApp on the number given. You can have a screenshot of this poster so that you can have the details if you wish to, or if you want others to attend the session. This is on 27th March, where I am going to work with your brand, how you can make your business, your entrepreneurship, your jobs, or how you can search for it with your personal brand. Believe me, you can get within 1 week. Within 1 week, I can make you stable in your personal brand, in your workings. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Shivani. It's a amazing word that you entered all of us.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. I would directly ask all the audience to ask the questions if they have any.
Sure.
शिवानी, आपका स्क्रीन स्टॉप हो सकता है? स्क्रीन शेयरिंग स्टॉप कर दो तो
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Yes. If anybody has any questions or any queries to ask for, please go ahead. Unmute yourself and go ahead.
चॅट बॉक्स मध्ये आलेला प्रश्न घेऊन घ्या. चॅट बॉक्स मध्ये काही आलाय का?
चॅट बॉक्स मध्ये अवतार सिंगजींनी एक प्रश्न विचारलाय. व्हॉट आर कोर व्हॅल्यूज फॉर पर्सनल branding?
Yeah. Great question this is. I would like to tell you the core values is what you have in yourself. This is what आपको recognize करना है कि आपके पास क्या qualities है, क्या core values है जो आप लोगों को present कर सकते हैं. That is what is going to speak about your brand. So what brand is about your inner traits. तो वो आपको पहचानना है. आज let me tell you what youths are doing or what people are doing is they are just working for what they want to do or what they want to earn. So the thing is, it is not going to make you lead. It is going to make you live a general public life. The core values can be your attitude, can be your personality, can be your confidence, can be anything it can be. As I told, I tried to have some of the common points that every person has in what actual brand is. It is about your values, it is about your security, it is about your first impression that you can provide. And again, it much more if we talk about in deep, it depends upon what you are giving to the others, what values you are providing to the other people. That can make you and develop your core values. That can be anything what you want.
Perfectly right, Shivani ji. Thank you so much. और कोई है जिनको कुछ पूछना है? Are there any questions? I think there are no questions.
Okay.
Shall we go to sum up this session? Yeah. Shivani ji, thank you so much. It is a totally different subject which we came to know about it today. And you made it so easy and so easy to understand and so simple. And you just 24. But definitely today's youth requires this. It is, as you said, in foreign countries it is there from long time. In our country it is not that known to the people, but it is now required to know. I think young people will be definitely benefited by this speech. We have recorded your speech on YouTube and it will be there, so it will be useful to the people, those who could not today. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Welcome, sir.
Now I thank PDG Dada Deshmukh, PP Avtar Singh ji, AG Rajendra Dharankar ji, Salim Batala ji, Durga ji Sali, all Rotaract members, Rotarians from all over the district, club members who have attended this session, today's program and session. Thank you so much. Now I declare that this program is concluded. Thank you. Thank you.
याच्यानंतर आपली मीटिंग कंटिन्यू राहणार आहे, त्यामुळे फक्त
Some members can still remain, others can just leave the meeting. Thank you very much for your presence.
Should I leave?
Yes, thank you so
Yeah,
much.
thank you so much. Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye. Have a good time.
3214 ची झाड मध्ये का पातळ सॉरी झाड मध्ये आणि 17 नंबरची पातळ मध्ये पोस्ट डबा